In today's video, we'll be looking at the Schroders retirement scale to help you figure out how comfortable retirement may be and where you rank amongst others. Over my years advising high net worth clients, I've seen firsthand how understanding where you rank in retirement is a huge factor in planning a successful financial future for your retirement. And that's exactly why I'm making this video today, to walk you through the retirement scale and help you determine where you rank. Let's get right into it. First, let's start by outlining what the retirement scale is for those who aren't familiar, and then transition into how you can find out how much you need to retire. As a part of Schroders' ongoing research, they poll American retirees to broadly assess the quality of their retirement and the challenges being faced by today's retirees. As a part of this research, they ask retirees to describe their financial situation, offering them the choice to select that they're either living the dream, comfortable, not great but not bad, struggling, or living the nightmare. And then from these data points, we can create a retirement scale that classifies retirees as either barely making ends meet, financially secure, financially independent, and financially thriving. Let's explore what these groups mean, how they impact your retirement, and how to move forward confidently. The first group, barely making ends meet, encompasses the 19% of retirees who struggle to cover their basic living expenses. Life at this stage often involves living paycheck to paycheck, relying heavily on government benefits like Social Security, and making sacrifices to afford basic necessities. Financially, individuals in this group typically have low savings and may carry debt, leaving them vulnerable to unexpected expenses like medical bills. This stage underscores the importance of a financial plan that focuses on maximizing benefits, reducing expenses, managing debt wisely, and exploring available resources. Identifying if you're in this stage involves assessing your ability to meet basic needs and tracking expenses to identify gaps. I think the most important thing for those who are in this stage is to consider how your situation may evolve into your later years. If you don't have significant resources, it's important to understand your exposure to risks down the road. So assuming that your guaranteed income sources are sufficient to pay for your essential living expenses, and say that maybe there's an amount of savings to supplement this, you should be doing everything in your power to focus on spending it down wisely, to hopefully manage or reduce your risk of not having the reserves needed to pay for emergencies down the road. Now, we can only cover this section of the retirement scale in a small amount of detail here, because we have to move on to the next one, but we'll be looking at this topic in much more detail in a video later this month, so click subscribe so you don't miss it. The second group, financially secure, represents the 34% of retirees who can meet their basic expenses comfortably, but have little flexibility for luxuries or emergencies. At this stage, life is stable but conservative, with occasional travel or hobbies rather than regular indulgences. Financially secure retirees typically have some savings or investments, providing supplemental income, but must manage their resources carefully to avoid outliving them. A plan at this stage should focus on ensuring that their money lasts by not stressing your portfolio too much on a regular basis, managing investment-related risks, and being smart about your income taxes when withdrawing or investing your funds. You can identify this stage by evaluating how much liquidity that you need after receiving your guaranteed benefits in retirement. If you feel that your lifestyle is relatively tight and you're already spending 4% or more as a percentage of your total financial assets to support your lifestyle, then you likely fall here. Next is a financially independent stage, where 44% of retirees find themselves. This stage signifies having enough to live comfortably, enjoy discretionary spending, and prepare for unexpected events. Life at this stage includes regular travel, hobbies, and the freedom to support loved ones without financial stress. Financially independent individuals often have well-diversified savings, multiple income streams, and a solid emergency savings fund. Their financial behaviors include consistent saving, wise investing, and proactive planning. Maintaining independence requires ongoing management of investments, tax planning, and regular adjustments to ensure longevity. You're likely in this stage if you can meet all of your needs and enjoy some of the wants without worry. If you want extra help planning your retirement, click the link in the description below. Finally, financially thriving is the pinnacle of financial success, encompassing only 4% of retirees. Retirees at this stage enjoy abundant wealth, allowing them to live luxuriously, give generously, and focus on leaving a legacy. Life is characterized by frequent travel, philanthropy, and pursuing passions without financial constraints. Thriving retirees often have significant wealth, often with ongoing income generation and minimal risk of ever running out of money during their lifetime. Their financial behaviors include active wealth management, estate planning, and strategic decision making. Even at this level, a comprehensive plan ensures that wealth is preserved and aligned with personal and philanthropic goals. Identifying this stage involves recognizing that your assets far exceed your needs and your wants. So how can you use this insight when you're thinking about how much savings that you'll need for retirement? Well, if you've seen any of my videos, then you've probably heard me say that everything comes down to your retirement spending needs. The ongoing withdrawal that you need to take from your assets in order to fund your future spending is often the best indicator of how much savings that you'll require to safely fund that future spending. Generally speaking, I believe those who fall in the financially secure cohort will tend to spend towards the higher end of the withdrawal rate guidelines on a regular basis, and those in the financially independent and thriving categories will tend to spend towards the low end of that spectrum. In a previous video, I explored the concept of an adjusted safe withdrawal rate that considers other variables like age and risk tolerance. This can be used to estimate a back-of-the-napkin savings requirement, which I'll put up on the screen now if you want to pause or take a screenshot. But the way that you'd use this is to first reflect on your overall comfort with risk. If you consider yourself to be more risk adverse, you'd look towards the left two columns, and vice versa for those who consider themselves to be more comfortable at risk. From there, you can simply identify your general age category today, and you can use this withdrawal rate to estimate a savings requirement. So let's use an example. Let's assume that you have an average risk tolerance and you're 65 years old. If you determine that you'll need to withdraw $50,000 a year in today's dollars off your portfolio after receiving your Social Security and any pensions that you have, to get a back-of-the-napkin savings estimate, you'd take $50,000 and then divide it by 4.2%. This ends up being around $1.2 million. So in other words, this is telling us that $1.2 million may safely support a $50,000 annual spend throughout retirement. And to take it a step further, if the $50,000 that you need is an after-tax figure, then you can further adjust this $1.2 million estimate by your estimated taxes. So assuming that your average tax rate in retirement is 15%, you'd then take that $1.2 million and divide it by 1 minus 15% or 85% to gross it up for the estimated taxes that you'll have to pay to get that income. So the final savings requirement in this case would be around $1.4 million in financial assets. This is obviously an imperfect process, but I do believe that it's better than nothing. Now that you know what the retirement scale is and where you rank on it, I want to leave you with one final thought. Retirement is a different journey for everyone. And since this video is aimed to help as many people as possible, the advice that you require may be different to that I have provided in this video. And the best way for me to help with that is to sit down with you one-on-one to analyze your exact situation and help you move forward. So I want to offer you an entirely complimentary one-on-one call with me where I'll do just that and help you better plan for your retirement. Click the link in the description of this video to book that call, and I'll see you in the next one.